If you thought about hopping on the juice, there's one simple explanation for this. You don't think that being natural is beneficial. Rather, it's full of negatives, full of cons. You're not going to be massive and shredded at the same time. You're not going to have over 20-inch arms. You're going to look small. Your strength potential is going to be a lot lower. You think of all the bad things rather than all the good things that being natty has to offer. So in this video, I want to preach a very strong message, which is to stay fucking natural. In case you didn't know, this is a natural channel, and I'm opposed to drugs. I don't even believe in low dose. I think you should stay away from it, period. Because in the long run, what are you really getting out of it? For one, your gains are not permanent. You got to cycle on and off. You got to be on it for long periods of time. The moment you get up, bye-bye gains. Sure, you're going to retain the nuclei in your muscle cells. That's true. The science has confirmed this. But you're going to shrink back to natty size. And many times you see all these guys on YouTube and even Instagram, they get off the cycle, they look like shit. Why? Because you see where the true colors are. Now we get to see a real comparison of whose training methods are the most effective. You want to see who's really balling it? Look at what happens when a guy gets off the juice. If he loses most of his gains, there you go. So the thing is, guys, when you're natty, there's no such thing as cycling on and off. It's permanent gains until you reach an old age and your hormones start changing, and then you can consider things like TRT, which is not natural, but it'll put you in a pretty good range there, you know. But for the most part, throughout your whole 20s and 30s, even I would say your early 40s, maybe even 50s, depends, you know. Linear gains, getting stronger every year, getting a little bit bigger every year. You never regress. The only time you're going to regress is if you decide to get lazy. And even in that case, you still don't lose a lot of mass. You can be lazy as hell on certain areas once it's developed. It's still going to maintain. Like my legs, for instance. You know what I'm saying? This is especially true if you have good genetics in the area. So your gains are permanent. It's like hitting a checkpoint in a video game, and then you can never go back to the previous one. The bridge is burned. That's how good it is. And you can take so much time off, and the moment you come back in the training, muscle memory kicks in, you get all your gains back. It's the best thing in the world, knowing that you don't have to hop on and off stuff. Year-round gains. I've been making gains since 2013. There has never been a time where I went down. The only time I went down was with the neck, because I started being fucking lazy and didn't train it. But besides that, permanent, year-round, always going up. Isn't that what you want? Aren't you in this to have a body for fucking life? What do you think is going to happen if you're on juice for 10, 20 years, and then you get off and you lose your gains? You're going to go crazy, because you're going to start losing everything. And what do you think that's going to do to your health? You have to think about the health. You have to think about your longevity. I am 100% convinced that it will absolutely shorten your lifespan if you become enhanced. Even if it's done right, I am thoroughly 100% convinced that if you're on that stuff for long periods of time, it will have effects on your body. No doubt about it. I know some guys are going to reference old school bodybuilders. A lot of them died in their 70s. That doesn't impress me. That does not fucking impress me, because the average lifespan for a guy who doesn't even lift, who eats junk food, who eats garbage, is around 78 years old. And in certain areas, it's in the 80s for men. So when you hear a bodybuilder dying at 70 years old, that's not the ripe old age of 70. That's dying young. That's dying young when we have modern medicine, we have proper nutrition. Think about it. You have a guy who trains, 5 days a week? Who does cardio on a consistent basis, who eats proper nutrition? Yet he dies at 70 fucking years old without even being overweight? That shows you, right then and there, it's not the healthiest thing. Hell, even when we have guys that are on TRT, they still have to monitor their blood work. And this is the lowest dose you can possibly imagine. Imagine these fitness models that you see that are shredded like crazy. You honestly think that's healthy for them? Do you honestly think that these guys who you see hopping on stage, do you think that they're in good physical health? Do you think that everything is perfect? You think that they never had complications with blood work? Bullshit. It's not healthy. You really, really, really have to know what you're doing if you want to get away with this. And even at that, I'm not convinced that it's the safest thing. I think it will absolutely take years away off your life. And if you're in this for the long term, if you're lifting for health, you don't need it. Period. You don't need it. Eat right, train hard, you're going to be a healthy motherfucker. Now, as far as your standards go, right? Our natural standards are horrible. Absolutely horrible. Because we don't have role models. We don't have people that we can look up to. Everybody's a fucking fraud. Everybody's a liar. And there's so few naturals left in this fitness community, man. So few. You have no idea. There's so few. The ones that are actually very developed. So what you need to do, my friend, is start following some guys who inspire you, who show you the light, who show you that there's an alternative way. Do you understand how great your potential is? Most naturals can hit numbers that are absolutely phenomenal, both in terms of muscular measurement and strength. You can get strong as hell naturally. And a lot of these juice heads don't have the pound for pound strength. They don't. How many juice heads do you know that could do 3 one-arm pull-ups? Very rare to see, right? Not saying they couldn't do it if they tried, but I'm just saying. You can get strong as fuck naturally. Just look at the old school strongmen. Some of these old school strongmen, they have records that have never been broken today. There's some guys that have done 700-pound finger deadlifts. Literally, yeah, with your fucking fingers, not grabbing fully. These records have not been broken. You have the old school legends. Read up on the old time strongman, what they did. Now, some people are saying, oh, well, they falsified the numbers. Some of it was circus ass. Yeah, some stuff was circus. But overall, the performance is on point, as well as the old school bodybuilders. And that's another thing, too. Look at their physiques. Are you not satisfied with 18 to 19-inch arms? That does not satisfy you? Okay. If you have arms that big, you have body dysmorphia. And getting on steroids is not going to fix that. It's actually going to make it worse. You're probably going to die young as well. If you fucking have 19-inch arms and you're not happy with that, what are you going to do? You're going to take a bunch of roids and get 23s or something? What do you want? In my eyes, 18 to 19-inch arms is huge. Just think about the average person walking down the street. Do you know how much... It really pisses me off because these recreational lifters are jacked as fuck, but they don't think that they're jacked because they keep comparing themselves to roiding, lying scumbags. If you have 18-inch arms, you're jacked. Even 17s is jacked. Even 16s is fucking good. It might not be good if you're comparing yourself to some roider, but for the most part, it's fucking good. And you know, naturally, you can build a 20-inch neck. Totally, it can be done. Naturally, you can have a wide V-taper. Big legs. You can be buff as shit naturally. Huge traps. All of this can be done. You're not going to look as good as a guy who's on drugs, but you're going to look amazing. For the most part, a strength competition or a bodybuilding competition. But if you're lifting for yourself, you're going to look damn good. And recreational lifters do not need to be on drugs. They don't. If you're a recreational lifter, there's no reason for you to be on drugs. No reason whatsoever. The only reason why you should ever consider something like that is if you're a competitive athlete or you seriously do this for like the professional line of work. But most of you, I'm going to say 99% of you guys don't need to be on shit. You don't. And if you get off it, you're going to lose your gains anyway. So just fuck it. Just stay natural, okay? Seriously, these juice heads piss me off, man, because they ruin the fitness community. Yes, they ruin it. They absolutely ruin it. We need more naturals. We need natural inspirations. We need more guys like myself. We need more guys like Omar Isuf, Scott Herman, Eric Bugenhagen, JJ Anderson. We need fucking naturals that we can look up to. We need reincarnations of old school strongmen. We need these guys. That's what's going to bring the fitness community to life because most people who watch YouTube fitness videos are recreational drug-free lifters, and that's the bottom line, okay? So being natural is not a bad thing. It's awesome. You can be strong as hell. You can press all kinds of weight. You can pull all kinds of weight. You can be an ultimate badass. Be jacked out of your goddamn mind. When you walk down the street, people are going to fucking stare at you. Your guns are going to be hugging the sleeves. You're going to be wearing XLs, double XLs. You're going to dwarf everybody that walk the fucking street. Just because in some areas, you got bodybuilders walking around, doesn't make you small. Doesn't make you small just because some guy's putting a bunch of needles up his ass. No. Naturally, you can be jacked. Naturally, you can be strong. You don't have to get on anything and ruin your health in the process. Die young. Die in early age. How superficial. How vain. Do you value your longevity? Do you value vitality? To me, that's the most important thing in the world. If losing, let's say, 10 pounds of muscle would increase my lifespan by 5 years, do it right fucking now. That's how important lifespan is. In this for health, my friend, you're going to live a long life, side effect free. 0 side effects. You don't have to deal with black market bullcrap. You don't have to deal with any conditions that you may have in your family. What if you have a heart condition and you get on drugs? Okay? What if you have that? So, you know what you should do, man? Forget about roids. Don't even let it cross your mind. You can get jacked as hell naturally. You can get strong as hell naturally. And you're going to be healthy too. And it's permanent gains. You're going to love it. Just raise your standards. Find people that are inspiring, and change your life. Stop thinking about taking drugs when you don't need it. Drugs should be reserved for a very select population. That's it. Now, I know some guys are going to say, Alex, you're bashing roiders, blah, 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 blah. Listen, you do what you want, okay? If you're enhanced and you watch my videos, I don't have a problem with you. You're welcome here, and I will give you advice. But do realize that you're the minority here, and I give natural advice. My videos are designed for natural lifters, and I respect natural lifters more than enhanced lifters. The only enhanced guys that I really respect are the ones who are honest about their usage and the guys who are at the highest level. The people who piss me off the most are the low dose, moderate dose motherfuckers, because those assholes are the ones who are really destroying the fitness community. The guys who are at the highest level, who they're on a bunch of crap, they ain't bothering anybody. They're in a league of their own. It's the guys who are in low to moderate. Fuck those guys. When those guys get off that stuff, watch them shrink. Watch them shrink. You'll see. You'll see how much it really helps. So there you have it, folks. Stay natural. It's actually a huge benefit. It's a huge benefit for your longevity. And once you understand that your potential is much higher than you originally thought, you won't be contemplating roids ever again. It won't happen. So there you have it, folks. Give me your reasons. Why do you want to stay natty? I want to know. And with that, I'll talk to you all next time.